all started with a flexible loan from Unify. With the funds, she bought everything she needed to get her side hustle off the ground. Now, her produce is thriving, and so is she. What's your mission? If Mainza can do it, so can you. Make every mission possible with Zambia's most flexible loan. Visit your nearest branch or go to www.unify.credit. Because nothing should stop a Zambian on a mission. Unify, making life easy.
Jumpstart your day with a full diet of the latest news, trending topics, and expert analysis on the Red Hot Breakfast Show. Brought to you every weekday in partnership with Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
08:30 on Hot. The heat is on. Well, our breakfast partner for today is Rhodes Park Cafe, and today is quiz night. One night only, so one night at Rhodes Park Cafe is back. Now, this is the time. It's Friday, nothing. So you can gather your team, enjoy great dinner, great battle from the top sport. Today, Friday, 28th March at Rhodes Park Cafe, number 8, Lungu Road. The quiz starts at 19:30, all right? It's 20 kwacha per person. That includes your quiz and dinner. So there are limited spaces that are available at Rhodes Park Cafe. If you want to participate, you and your squad can call 0979-491742, all right? So if you want to take part in the quiz, that's the number to call.
All right. It's also here's a message from Oreo. Attention, Oreo lovers. How cool would it be to make decisions with an Oreo twist? If the cream lands on the left, I'll go to the office. If the cream lands on the right, I'll work from home. Or grab your favorite Oreo flavor, twist on it, and go with the decision where the cream lands. How cool and simple. Buy any 2 packs of Oreo, twist on it, then WhatsApp hi to +254 745 707 785 to stand a chance to win tablets, headphones, vouchers, and many more playful prizes. Oreo, trust the twist. Time for us to get into our special interview.
All right, yeah. Good morning and welcome to this special interview. Now, we are still in the month of March, and that means we're still celebrating women. And so we are so delighted to have another exceptional woman joining us this morning on the show. So join me in welcoming Honorable Tasila Lungu. Now, Honorable Lungu is a well-known figure in our country. She is currently serving as a Member of Parliament for Chagwa constituency. So we'll be getting Honorable Lungu's perspectives on a number of issues facing women and how she thinks we can uplift the status of women in Zambia. So, Honorable Lungu, good morning and welcome to the Red Hot Breakfast.
Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. So for a new mom, we're grateful that you've managed to come through quite early. How's your daily routine these days with having a baby and all of that?
So it starts at 4:30 in the morning. I feed my baby. I'm still breastfeeding. And then I pump some extra milk and leave it on the side of the bed. And then I give the baby to his dad. And then off to the gym. Then back from the gym around 8, somewhere there. And I get ready for the day.
Oh, the gym. I saw that video yesterday. Well,
Yeah.
you're
We all saw
looking
the
good.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done. You've actually encouraged. I'm going back to the gym because of you.
How do you manage to do all that with a baby and everything else that's going on around you?
It's with good support. I'm very lucky that my husband is my friend, and he's also a friend to the baby, so they get on very well. So when I leave, the baby's not crying.
Oh.
So that helps.
Wonderful.
And then, of course, the baby has a nanny, and I'm so grateful for that. I also just want to say how grateful I am to have that help, because I didn't have that support when I gave birth in another country.
Have you always been a fitness junkie?
I have.
Yeah?
Yes.
A gym rat, as some would say.
I'm a little bit addicted, actually.
Really?
Yes.
How many times are you in the gym in the day?
Just once.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long do you spend in there?
I spend about an hour and a half.
Me too.
Please,
Me too.
Comes, keep quiet.
please.
Keep quiet.
Okay.
How are you able to juggle between all the roles you occupy today? Do you at times feel burnt out?
I feel burned out a lot, but a little less these days. Just want to get back to the gym. It's a way for me to cope. I de-stress when I exercise.
Right.
Yeah, and then it also shows that when you sweat, you release some endorphins. So the endorphins are the ones that cause stress. So that's how I'm able to manage. If I get a good start and I break a sweat, it's also time for me to pray. Like when I go running, even before the sun comes up, if I go running, I get a chance to be with nature and be with God and really just ground myself.
Okay.
And get settled for the day.
Okay. You've served as Member of Parliament for Chagwa constituency since 2021, a vast constituency with a number of challenges. Has the reality of being an MP and the demands of the job changed what you thought it was before entering Parliament?
Slightly, and I'm going to say slightly because I was a councillor before.
Yeah.
And so even now, I feel that councillors have a lot more pressure than MPs because MPs they get paid a little bit more, so they're able to make up for it. But as a councillor, when I came in, we were getting paid 700 kwacha. And we have a lot of pressure. We had a lot of pressure, I would say, to have a ward. And you have funerals, you have people are hungry and things like that. And especially being in Chagwa, in Koloma Ward 1, where people are so vulnerable. There was a lot of demands and requests for help. But now as an MP, I can, manage a little bit better than before. But still, the councillors have a lot of pressure.
So councillors should be paid more.
They should be paid more, absolutely. It's a part-time job. That's one of the arguments that I've heard advanced,
Right.
that a councillor is a part-time job. But,
Is it a part-time job?
it's
Practically,
not.
though.
No, it's not.
24/7.
24/7. I remember one time receiving a call at 3 in the morning. I answered the phone. I thought I was dreaming. I just heard, I was in shock. But it's typical. It's very typical.
Okay. Yeah. So what would you say you have been some of your major achievements since assuming office?
So I've been able to take off really where the last two MPs left. Both of them were from the PF. And in 2011, they started with the link with the Pave Zambia project. So with that, the first roads that were paved were in Chagwa constituency. So we continued with that because we know that that's what our residents wanted. And they also wanted drainages. So we've continued with that. So since 2022, up to date, we've paved almost 10 kilometers worth of roads. And then also just listening to the people. The people of Chagwa for the longest time have wanted a secondary school. There was no government secondary school since before 2016. So in 2016, the Member of Parliament then that I worked closely with, Honorable Chagwa, we were able to find some land ourselves as councillors. There are 4 councillors in Chagwa, together with the MP. We found some land. We really just had to think outside the box. The land that was found, we came up with the idea to build up. So our secondary school in Chagwa is a 2-story building. And so phase 1 of that project was built by the Church of the Latter-day Saints. So when I became MP, we finished with that project, and it was the first project that we launched.
Okay.
So now phase 2 is what we're working on. And another project that I'm really, really proud of is the mortuary at Chagwa First Level Hospital. So we're building that. So I'm most proud because I'm doing the work the way that the people want it, and the people's money is going to the projects that they want. So I'm so proud of that. As a leader, I must say that what the most important ingredient is to listen to the people. And I've been able to do that in Chagwa.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as a female leader, what do you think is the greatest challenge facing women in Zambia today?
I would have to say access to finance. Most women are in a vulnerable position because they're not financially empowered. So to be able to resolve that problem, we have to increase in the girls and the women that we educate. We also have to make loans available, whether it's loans or grants, we have to make them more available to women. Because when a woman is in a position that she doesn't have any power to earn, it becomes very, very tough. And we know most of these households are run firsthand by women, of course, with the support of men. I'll say with the support of men. Because if there's no food in the kitchen, kids are not going to come to the dad to cry for food. They're coming to mom to cry for food.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier on, you did talk about phone call at 3 in the morning, when you're a councillor, a constituent asking you for help. What would you say are some of the most requests for support you get from your constituents today as area member of parliament for Chagwa?
They have changed slightly. So now, just like this week, I've been receiving a lot of calls. People are saying that they're hungry. So they're expecting us to now buy them food, buy them mealie meal, because, the cost of mealie meal is so high now. So they can't afford it. People are calling and they're requesting for help for food. Previously, it used to be funerals. So even the funerals, we're still getting calls for funerals. But it's worse now because we're getting into bread and butter issues.
How have you helped settle that? Oh, what's the conversation you're having with them? Because at the end of the day,
it's very, very tough.
It's a constituency with many vulnerable people.
Exactly. It's very, very tough. I don't really have an answer or a solution for them. But for the little bit that we earn, sometimes we give them something to eat when we can. But sometimes it's very, very tough. A member of parliament can really not be able to support all the people in the constituency. It's not realistic.
How many calls like that are you getting on a daily?
On a daily basis, I would say about 5. We get a lot of calls, but if I get five calls will be specifically about food.
All right. Now, as a female leader, do you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your responsibilities and expectations?
Absolutely. So it's a work in progress. I wish it were easier, and I wish that I could tell the people that it's easy, but it's not.
Would you encourage other women to do it with how
Absolutely.
overwhelming it is?
Absolutely, because we are 53% of the country is female. So we really have to come to the table as women, and the solutions have to come from the women themselves.
So are you recontesting Chagwa in 2026?
Absolutely. And I hope that my people are listening. I'm really asking for their support.
2026, eh? A big one.
Party, and then seek for a position in the structures, because that's the best thing. That's the best way to learn about politics, is to be with the structures. There's a lot of pressure there, but those are ordinary people. Those are the faces that you're going to be interacting with every day as an elected leader.
I guess it's more difficult as an independent MP to try and
It is,
capture.
but it's doable, because probably the people who end up contesting as MPs understand the political landscape. So I'm saying to join the structures because it's for the people who maybe don't understand the politics or what it is they're about to get into.
Okay. As we bring this to
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're
right.
welcome.
I had
been
so
a
much
pleasure.
fun. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's Honorable Tasila Lungu, MP.
Fearless and fabulous self. Girls Conference. Fearless, fabulous, inspired to achieve. See you there. Chudley House School. Towards a brighter future. Investing in our future.